Yeah, coming back for the next part of this. Yeah, when these men are ready, the woman was talking about they're going to do what they're supposed to do. They are. They are going to do what they're supposed to do. And I'm going to make this a side note. I wasn't going to put this in this word because I got another word for this. I've been seeing a commercial for the TV show Johnson. And the advertisement for this show is a voiceover of one of the brothers in that show, Johnson, literally saying, I was not ready, but I had to get ready. Let that be a notification to you. These men getting ready to do what they supposed to do. Okay? They ready and ready to do what they supposed to do. This is a leap year. These men are going to do something crazy. It's going to look crazy. Everybody else, what they about to do. To the people that are used to them, they about to look real cray for what they're about to do in relation to you. Heart of Ruth did a word a while back where she talked about that they're going to take a risk to get to you, which also means you gotta be ready. Okay? Anyway, coming to the next part. So a choice needed to be made. Your spouse gonna need to make a choice. Coming back to what I was saying about the woman, she was sitting there having lunch with her soon-to-be husband. Knew he was a kingdom spouse. He literally abruptly in the middle of lunch says, "You want to get married tomorrow?" She said, "Okay." Now, she actually didn't think he was serious. She just thought, okay. He took her to the justice of the peace the next day and said, they were sitting on a couch. She thought she had forgot all about it. She thought that he had just was talking. The next day, he literally right around the same time said, "So are we going to get married today?" And she was like, "Wait, oh, you were serious?" He said, "Yes, let's go." They went to the justice of peace. It was done. When these men are ready and tired of being tired of every delay that has come up against them getting to you, baby, they come in with a proposal. Some of you, the proposal is, let's go. Let's go. We going to Vegas. It's time to go. No longer shall these things be held up. They ain't letting nothing. They will drop and disappear on folks for this. People will be like, "Where you go?" He come back. Everything's set. He will lie if he have to get and make sure this thing happens. Let me tell you. So, there are going to be people along this route that when these things happen, that are prophetic witnesses to you, to your spouse, to keep you on track for this thing to be made manifest, okay? Let me tell you something. In this episode, the spouse was doing his own thing. He literally cut his phone off and stopped answering her text messages. For some of you, you are literally in a season where God's not allowing you to talk to this man and you're wondering what in the world's going on. She already knows that the wedding had been canceled. The venue was messed up. So she's freaking out in her mind. But her instincts are telling her, I need to keep packing because we still got to leave in 3 days because they got to go to New York. So she's still packing. She's oblivious to what he's doing. Meanwhile, he's planning everything. Some of you, your spouse is literally in the process of planning everything. And you sitting over here upset because you ain't heard from this man yet. He already done figured it out. He already done worked it out. He's working it out, all the details right now. And he's got people that where he's lacking in working out these details, there's people that Lord has put into his life to align and assign to make sure these things happening. Because if he didn't, some stuff wouldn't happen and it would be to his own recognizance. And some of your spouses, they ain't got it like that, but they got assistants that when they put their brains with their assistants, them folks be like, this is what you gonna do. Whether it's a family member, it's a friend, it's a sister, it's a cousin, it actually is some business folks that they work with that are like, no, that's not going to work. This will work better. So, yeah, he was trying to figure out how in the world that they were going to make this happen. And all I kept hearing was this. You remember that Wale song called Matrimony? And in the beginning of it, it says, you hear Usher say, I've been making plans. I couldn't make you wait forever. For forever. This is forever. And I got you. Let me tell you something. When God was talking to me about this marriage, when I was in New York, I'm talking about 3-4 years ago, he would have me sit down in, it was an open seating area right next to the Whole Foods. I remember I was sitting there one afternoon. This guy was sat within audible distance of me on the upper bleachers. And literally, this song started playing. I'd never heard it before. People used to always come around me talking about marriage. Anytime I sat over there, that's what they were talking about. I heard 2 women talking about bridesmaid stuff, all kinds of. This song came on. These men got you. They got you. They have been preparing for this. There's a word by Chelsea J also. She did a word talking about a man. I forget what the name of it was, but she was talking about these men have been planning. He was sitting there in a relaxed position talking to a woman, but the woman he was talking to wasn't the woman he was going to marry. It was the assistant, but he was relaxed explaining to her what he wanted to happen as he prepped for this wedding. For y'all, these men been prepping. So meanwhile, she's still packing. So you got to stay on your game. You got to be getting ready. Y'all been getting words and confirmation. But see, what has happened is y'all have slipped into apathy. Where apathy means you are no longer interested in hearing anything about marriage. You don't want to hear nothing about packing. You don't. It's like some of y'all been packed. I literally, one of the ministers that I follow, she said adamantly yesterday. She said, y'all been packed for the longest period of time. But I'm going to need y'all to get ready because right now is now. Now is now. So she was packing and the spouse was taking care of the wedding part. You just got to get packed and ready to go. You just got to get yourself together. Over and over confirmations, proposals, elopements, and weddings. Okay? I need you to hear me with your spiritual ears. And it's going to happen fast. Like 1, 2, 3 fast. Now, in me saying this, I was literally, I'm going to tell you this. I take Tums every once in a while because I have acid reflux. But there's a number on here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if my phone's going to focus on it. But there's a number. Phone focus. Are you going to focus? It's on the barcode. And it literally is a 3, a 2, and a 1. And then it's 1, 2, 3 on the lower part underneath that barcode. That number sequence right there. You may be able to see it a little bit. I got to pull it back. So, yes. So, yeah. It's a countdown. Secondary to that. 3, 2, 1. I was on my phone the other day and I was looking through my YouTube. One of the people that I semi-follow, one of her videos popped up and it literally was entitled, Your Spouse is Coming with a Gift. But she had exactly 321 views on this video and 334 was the length of the video, I think. 334 means a person coming with a votive offering. Some of your spouses are going to come with flowers. Some of them are going to come with something that is meaningful to you. And some of you, they come in with the ring. Okay. They come in with the ring. So, yeah. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. Okay? I literally saw yesterday, it was a video that popped up on my feed that literally was saying they're about to pull up. I've been seeing about to pull up, about to not coming to the door, not come. Door already open, y'all. I don't know how to make this any clearer to y'all. You are about to be presented with a proposal. Some of you is going to be a little proposal. Some of you is going to be documented paperwork, deeds, documents. That's what a proposal is. I did a word talking about the proposal is your graduation, where I talked about all of the paperwork in relation to all of that, in relation to the setup for your inheritance. Okay? Some of you, your spouses have got something. Oh, that's the next part of this word. There's something that your spouses are involved in. You don't know anything about whatever it is that they're involved in. They haven't talked to you about it. It's something that's happening. In this case, in this episode, this guy was the MVP pick for the Super Bowl for this scenario, right? So he had a short time period. They literally were preparing to go to the next season, and they had a short window of time. They had to move to another city and be prepped. He has a actual promotion in his life. Your spouses, some of them, I don't know whether it's a job promotion, I don't know whether it's a life change promotion, but it's something that's changing, and it's going to be a drastic shift for them. They can't do it without you. They know they can't do it without you. I got confirmation 2 freaking years ago. He's not going to be able to do it without you. There were things that I was putting my hands, you ain't going to be able to do it until he show up. I was like, but somebody came to me and literally told me, you ain't going to be able to do it until he show up. This is why these counterfeits and all this type of stuff will delay y'all. Because as soon as y'all together, everything that's been held up is going to run right to you. So when he comes, there's actually something behind the proposal. Meaning once y'all get in a position, meaning the proposal and the marriage happens, what's actually supposed to shift is going to lock into place. But it's not going to be able to lock in place until you're in the right position. So they're coming, and some of them already know what it is. And that's part of the proposal that they're giving to you. They're going to let you know what that is. And are you ready to walk into that? That's a test for y'all, if you didn't know. Oh, okay. So with that being said, and a lot of you, when the offer comes, you won't say yes. It's an actual proposal with a ring and a gift as a solidarity to solidify it. Okay? So with that being said, this is a move that is going to position you and your spouse for a major trajectory shift in both of y'all lives. Remember I told you what happened with Jude Demonstrat. Some of your spouses, you've been wondering why they had to go through all kind of hell. And I've been getting I got 3 confirmations to this. Your spouse had to go through hell because he had to be made pure gold for what it was that God's about to position him in. But you got to be standing next to him when he gets positioned. Okay? Because you're that grounding prong that's going to keep his head from spinning off when he's put in this position. I already know what mine is. I feel like I know exactly what it is that he's about to go into. This is why the enemy has been trying to do a destiny swap on you, because they wanted to sit in that position, but they don't have the anointing to carry that man to where he's going. They would destroy him if they were sitting in that position next to him while he was going through this. You're the one that can keep his head on straight. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. The crown that this man is about to be put into, baby, only you can help him carry that crown. Baby. Okay? So, if they did not get married right then, the door was open, but the enemy was trying to continually bring in delay. She literally said in the middle of the episode, I have loved him before he even knew who I was. Some of you, your spouses don't even know who you are. And some of you, you knew who they were before God put y'all in relationship. Because God, what? Put you through this kingdom spouse journey. I darn near fell out my chair when she said that. I said, shut up. And they've been in warfare. And she was getting to a point where she was saying, if we don't get this done now, it may not happen. That's what the enemy wants. This is why y'all been fought so hard. Some of you gonna have to take a leap of faith to make sure this thing happens. She knew that it had to happen. She didn't know how it had to happen, but she was confused. But she knew that it was something that was necessary for this situation. There are people that God is positioning. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about the man with the lame legs, that they had to lift him up onto the roof and drop him down in front of Jesus Christ. Some of you, there are people that are going to come alongside your spouse, alongside you, to lift y'all up, to assist you in the preparation for this. And they're supposed to be there in order to make sure this thing happens. It's going to happen. It's going to be whatever is needed in order to make sure this happens. I heard a song from En Vogue. Same night I was writing the notes for this. Same night this episode came on. First verse. Anybody remember that song from En Vogue from the movie Set It Off? I used to listen to this song. I remember being 12 years old sitting for my mama. I had rewrote the lyrics down for this song because I love this song that much back when I was 12 years old. Leave me alone. Okay? I'm about to be 37. Leave me alone. And in this verse, it says, I often tell myself that we could be more than just friends. I know you think if we move too soon that it could all end. Because of the way that God is processing this relationship, it's going to happen so fast. Y'all ain't going to have courtship. Y'all going to get married. That's it. So, and I heard a confirmation from Daniela Ortega the other day, and a lot of the people that I follow were showing images from the same video where she said, y'all didn't ask to be dating this person. Y'all asked for a husband. And God said, I'm giving you a husband. I'm not giving you a courtship and a dating situation. I'm giving you getting married. When I tell you, words have been coming up on you getting married. You're getting married, all caps. Married, not dating, not courting,